Good morning, Chantilly. I am Ben Ratner.
And I'm Kaylin Rowell. Today is Thursday, January 29th, 2021.
And here are your morning announcements.
Today is an A Day with LS 2 and 4.
Boys basketball plays at home tomorrow versus Westfield. Freshmen at 4:30 p.m., JV at 5:30 p.m., and varsity at 7:30 p.m.
Girls basketball plays away tomorrow versus Westfield. Freshmen at 4:30, JV at 5:45, and varsity at 7:30.
Leadership has planned events like Spirit Week, Homecoming, and food drives. Let's go to Zaria for more information on why you should take the class.
With course selection right around the corner, leadership is a class we learn about community service, collaboration, and planning. Let's hear more about this class that Chantilly offers.
I recommend everybody take leadership next year because of the opportunities you will be given and the environment leadership as a class holds. If you like event planning, collaborating, or advertising, I totally recommend you take leadership because that's a big part of being a leader and being influential within your community.
Leadership is just an overall great class, a great work environment. You meet a lot of new friends and just have a great time in general.
When you take leadership, you are given the opportunity to interact and build relationships with people within your community, like local charities and all of the Chantilly admin.
It's a really fun class. Like, you get to do a lot. Instead of just sitting at your desk, watching a lecture, you can actually go out and do stuff and make sure that you're making a difference in the community.
A typical day in leadership would start with a bonding exercise called Circle Time, and I love Circle Time because it helps me get to know everyone in my class, and it really does spark a conversation almost every morning.
And where we have specific prompts such as what's your favorite TV show, what do you do over the weekend, what's your favorite sport, stuff like that. Pretty easy questions just to kind of get the day going, get to be more familiar with your classmates.
Next, a member of exec board or executive board would share a presentation with the class that they created about goals for today and goals for the future. Then we would probably go into breakout groups and brainstorm or work on a problem-solving activity. We might also have interviews throughout the day with different admin or teachers of the community.
I know I've had a great experience in leadership over the past 3 years. It's really been one of my favorite classes, and I hope that a lot of you that are watching this now are able to join and meet new people and just have a lot of fun like I did.
If leadership sparks your interest, talk to your counselor about taking the class next year. This has been Zaria Stovall and Jenna Body for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
Now let's go to AHAM with a look at how you can show appreciation for your teachers next week.
Next Monday marks the start of Counselors Appreciation Week. Let's see why this is an important week to Chantilly.
Counseling and mental health awareness is something I've always been really passionate about. I had a wonderful high school counselor who really inspired me. I love working with students. I love supporting students and helping them in any way I can. I miss seeing everyone's faces.
In usual years, the leadership classes would hang up thank you posters all across the hallways, and students would hand gifts like chocolates or flowers to their counselors. But what can we do in a virtual year?
Really, it's the thought that matters. We don't expect anything. A kind email goes a long way. But really, just take care of yourself, be kind to others, be patient with yourself, and know that we miss you all and we cannot wait for it to be safe enough to be back in the building.
This year, the leadership classes have set up flip grids so that each student may individually thank their counselor. Check your grade classroom for access to these flip grids. And don't forget to join the many other students who have thanks to give to our counselors.
I would like to give a shout out to my counselor, Ms. Pringle, and I want to tell her thank you. She really helped a lot with the whole college application process, picking electives, and she was honestly just a joy to be around, so thank you so much.
My counselor is Mr. Payton. He's really easy to talk to and has definitely made this tumultuous transition into digital learning a lot easier.
My counselor is Mr. Sousa, and I want to thank him for being a great counselor and for helping me with my classes and with college.
My counselor is Mrs. Frankel, and I want to thank her for being so kind to me for the past 3 years I've been here at Chantilly. She's been really helpful with answering my questions that have to do with course changes or requesting courses for the next school year.
Thank you to all of the following Chantilly counselors, including Mr. Cardozo, Miss Carter, Miss Frankel, Miss Funk-Klotz, Mr. McCourt, Miss Paget, Mr. Payton, Miss Porcella, Miss Pringle, Miss Robertson, Miss Scott, Mr. Sousa, Miss Sullivan, and Miss Wolin. You are all appreciated. Chargers, don't forget to reach out to your counselors. This has been A.M. Elaine for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
After a long time waiting, the movie dudes are making a return. Let's go over to Jameson, Andrew, and Stewart for more.
Who's there? Digby? Is that you?
No, I'm just an abandoned student.
An abandoned student? Well, Garfield, that'll have to do. Garfield here won't read my script, so I guess you'll have to read it for him.
Script? Garfield? Who are you?
You mean, you don't recognize me? I'm the movie dude.
Hey, listen, man, I'm just here to get some food, and then I'll be on my way.
I know of a secret vending machine somewhere inside the studio.
Really? Where is it? Tell me.
Not that easy. If you read my lines, then I'll show you where the vending machine is.
That sounds like a pretty good deal.
Well, you got shades. You gotta have shades to be a movie dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, I spend all my time in the dark. Of course I've got sunglasses. Well, where are my lines?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Right. I guess let's get started then.
Good morning,
Chantilly. I'm Thomas Digby. Wait, should I?
And I'm Jameson Brewer. And we're the movie dudes. It's no surprise that we're big fans of Shrek.
So, for National Shrek Appreciation Month, we're going to be reviewing the entire series.
To start off, we have the first and original Shrek film. Shrek! I honestly love this first film. It's such a classic. For a film that came out in 2001, the animation still holds up amazingly well. There's some iffy bits here and there. The majority looks really, really good. Compared to other animated films that came out that year, it looks way better. The basic structure of the plot is kind of cliche, but that's the whole point of the movie. It's a fairy tale, but with an ogre. The jokes are still really funny. I got a laugh out of pretty much every one. Overall, just a great film and the strongest in the series.
In Digby's opinion, while the original is a masterpiece, he believes that the sequel is even better. It does what all great sequels strive to do, expands upon everything, adding new characters, deepening the lore, and expanding the story overall. What really makes the sequel shine is its humor. While the first movie's comedy was timeless, in the sequel, everything is turned up to 11. Not to mention the soundtrack. Every song screams iconic. And of course, we have to mention the fairy godmother scene, a truly epic conclusion. Overall, the sequel does what the original did, but better, and in his opinion, is the strongest in the series.
If you'd like to watch the second half of the review, you can find it linked in the description below.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Chantilly. This has been Ben Ratner
and Kaylin Rowell, reminding you to stay positive, stay safe, and have a great day.
And we'll see you next LS.